Which Kayali vanilla is the best Kayali vanilla? We're going to talk about it today. Let's see. Welcome back to the channel, everyone. Lisa and Maria here. Yes, as you can tell by the thumbnail, the title, all the above, we're going to be talking about which of the Kayali vanilla fragrances is the best one. Because you know what? Now there's a full-on arsenal of vanilla. There's a solid 3 fragrances that we're going to be talking about today because Kayali knows that vanilla is their golden fragrance note. That is what it is. It can be argued that they do vanilla like no other, and I definitely think that is true. So we have 3 fragrances that we will be discussing, but before we get into that, y'all know what I have to share first. Lipstick of the day today, everyone. We're going in with this light mauvey pinky purple situation. Let me know what you think. Y'all know makeup details will be in the description box as always. But the lipstick of the day is MAC Snob. This was an era. This is so 2014 makeup. If you were there, then you know MAC Snob is still that girl. Let me know what you think in the comments below. Next up, we have fragrance of the day. This one could technically be an honorable mention because of the fact that vanilla is all the way through this fragrance and it's so gorgeously done. However, vanilla is not in the name, and that was the criteria for this video. And the fragrance I'm talking about is from Kayali, and this is the Wedding Collection fragrance, and this is Silk Santal number 36, aka the one that keeps selling out, and it's perpetually sold out, and we hope they bring it back. Kayali, Mona, please bring this fragrance back. People keep asking about this one, and rightly so. This one is beautiful. It came out in the summertime during, of course, the wedding collection. The other fragrance in the collection was Velvet Santal, so that's a different situation. I've already talked about the fragrances in their own video, but this one has a beautiful note of vanilla in it. So gorgeous. Perfect for this video, but only as an honorable mention. So Kayali Silk Santal number 36 is your fragrance of the day. So let's talk about the 3 fragrances that are the vanillas of Kayali officially. So the first fragrance is the infamous, the icon, the one that literally broke the internet. This is Kayali Vanilla 28. Check out my bottle. As you can see, my juice is dark because I've had it for, I want to say, a couple of years now. If you all recall, that's been with me for a minute. I reviewed this fragrance, I want to say, about this same time 2 years ago. So yeah, this is the 100 ml size of bottle. So this was one that when it came back in stock, y'all, I ordered this at like 6 a.m. because that's when it restocked and I was not going to miss it. So that's when I picked this one up. So starting things off, talking about Vanilla 28. Then the second fragrance that's also in this video, that is a contender. This one is Vanilla Royale Sugared Patchouli. What number is this? Number 64. Now this one came out last year, 2022, around the holiday season, and this one was an intense version, but we'll get into the notes and all that in a minute. So that's the second fragrance in here. And then the third fragrance that's also a Kayali vanilla. This is the newest one that just came out. This is from the new, highly talked about Oudgasm collection, you all, and this is the Vanilla Oud number 36. And this one also, of course, is a vanilla fragrance, but it's a vanilla and oud scent, which is different. So we'll talk more about you in a minute. So a little backstory, again, back on Vanilla 28. Now this is the one again that started all. Now Vanilla 28 came out in 2018. So again, she's been out here for a minute. She's been here for some years. So she's definitely earned her cult following. So she's not new. So I gotta put some respect on her name. She's been around here. People have repurchased her. I've had it in a 10 ml size that I used up. And as you all can see, I also have the 100 ml size. So it's done its time for sure. So the notes of Vanilla 28 are Vanilla Orchard, Tonka Absolute, Amber Woods, Musk, and Brown Sugar. Most notably is vanilla and brown sugar. That is what makes this fragrance stand out. It's a very easy wear. I already have a dedicated review up on the channel about Vanilla 28, so absolutely check that out if you want more information about it just by itself. But this one is definitely fun, and it's, like I said, it sells. Let me tell you something. Vanilla 28 constantly sells out. This is one that is very, this is one that's very well loved. Like even right now at the time I'm filming this video, the 50 ml size of this is already sold out. And I'm like, it's holiday season. And I feel like the rest of the size is gonna eventually sell out too, especially with all the sales and things coming. It's a staple in the fragrance world for sure. So long standing, I enjoy this one again. Vanilla and brown sugar is what I get. Just gonna refresh my nose in it. And I love that my juice has gotten darker because with vanilla, as it ages, as it macerates, it gets darker. Very simple, very easy to wear type of scent. And I get why it's loved because, hey, I love it too. Now let's fast forward a little bit to fall 2022, or better yet, holiday season 2022, when Kayali decided to break the internet and give us a newer take on vanilla. This release was so anticipated again because everybody loved Vanilla 28 so much, right? So then we got Vanilla Royale Sugared Patchouli number 64, and this one was part of the Intense line. So this was supposed to be a more intense take on its already beloved Vanilla 28. That's how they have it written up, right? But of course, there's some more notes in here too. So just so we're refreshing our minds and our memories, the notes in Vanilla Royale are, we have Vanilla Orchard, Creamy Jasmine, and Golden Rum. Then we have Vanilla Fusion, Vanilla Sir Absolute, Tonka Bean Accord, Spicy Rose Bouquet, Smoky Leather, and Creme Brulee. And then we have base notes of Sugar Patchouli, Musk, Brown Sugar, Amber, and Royal Oud. So this one had way more going on than a Vanilla 28. So they did not play games about it being new. So I'm gonna refresh my nose on it. By the way, I do have a full dedicated review up on the channel already about Vanilla Royale. So if you want its own information, definitely check the video out. But now with Vanilla Royale, this is definitely a deeper, darker, to me it's more of a cold weather fragrance for sure. This was one that either you love it or you hate it. This was one that was kind of polarizing, and in my opinion, this one is definitely more niche than Vanilla 28 was. Vanilla 28 was meant to be more mass appealing, but Sugared Patchouli, Vanilla Royale, yeah, this was heavier, this was thicker. That leather note definitely came out in here. To me, the main notes in this one were the vanilla, that creme brulee, the leather, and definitely patchouli and oud. So for that reason, this was a thicker scent, a heavier scent, and this was one for the more experienced fragrance wearers. So it was vanilla, but it wasn't girly vanilla. This was grown woman vanilla, is what Sugared Patchouli was. And I like it. Now let's move forward to 2023, the latest vanilla to come out, you all, and this is Kayali's Oudgasm Vanilla 36. This one was highly anticipated and unexpected because we thought we were only getting one fragrance, but instead we got 4. If you all haven't already seen it, I do have a full video overview of all 4 of the fragrances in the Oudgasm collection, so definitely check that out too. But let's talk about Vanilla Oud number 36 in more detail though. So the latest vanilla to the bunch, this one has notes of, there's vanilla sugar, praline oud, we got some pear, some saffron, we got some rose in here. We also have some cashmere wood, we have some white musk, oak moss, and of course oud. So interesting enough, when I hear those notes, right, I said, now Vanilla Royale also has oud in it, but let me tell you, for those that may be wondering, since we're doing a comparison right now, Vanilla Royale and Oudgasm, these two do not smell alike at all. So I just want you to know, it's not a repackage, it's not that. And by the way, none of these fragrances smell exactly the same. They all have their own fragrance. This is good. If you all recall in my overview video about the whole Oudgasm collection, I told you all that the Vanilla Oud is the most wearable one. It's the easiest one to wear. And definitely for those that are new to oud, this is the one I would go with. If you're thinking about stepping into that world of oud fragrances, especially out of that collection. Yeah, Vanilla Oud, it's easy to wear, but it's still giving me a little oomph too. I like her. So now, okay, let's talk about it. Which one do I think is the best one? So here's the thing. When I think about Kayali, I also have to factor in the fact that a lot of her fragrances are meant to be layered. That's part of the whole premise of the brand. Now we're gonna talk about most layerable, the easiest one to layer, and the one that is always layered with everything. If you watch a whole bunch of fragrance content, like I know I do, let me tell you, the most layerable fragrance of them all is Vanilla 28. So if you're a person that wants to create your own scent, you're into doing more combinations, fragrance cocktails, to me, I would say Vanilla 28 would be the one for you. Also, this one is just easy to wear. It's not complicated, it's very simple, it's chill. So especially if you're like new to vanilla, you're new to perfume, I think to me, if you're coming out of say body splashes and body mist, and you want to wear more for perfume but you still like your vanillas, then Vanilla 28 would be the one for you. Now out of these 3, let me say this, which one is the longest lasting? Because I know people often ask me which one gonna last the longest out of Kayali, because some of them don't last long enough for you. Some people say they do last. It depends on the person's body chemistry. I always say that, but to me, the one that is the undisputed champ out of the 3 that lasts the longest, hands down, is Vanilla Royale. This one lasts, it holds its own. This one don't need to be layered with nothing. This one, it just smells rich, very opulent, and yeah, I was so glad she came out with this one. Yes, Simona, you did your thing with Vanilla Royale. So if you want the most beast mode of the 3, the most longest lasting, and in my particular, the one that's best for colder weather, I will go with Vanilla Royale. This is the one for you in that case. Now, I'm gonna talk about the one that is the most well-rounded in my opinion. It doesn't matter what time of the year. It still gives me longevity. I'm still getting that vanilla. And it can also possibly be layered. It's still, you know, it's a little bit of a chameleon. It has a lot, it can do a lot. But at the same time, it can also hold its own. To me, that goes to Vanilla Oud, number 36. And for that reason, and in my opinion, if I had to only choose one of the three of the vanillas, I would have to go with the new one, Vanilla Oud, because in my trials and testing to decide which one I felt was like the best one, just period, I would wear the most year round, not just limited to only one type of season or only limited to one type of event, or if I need to layer it in order to bring it out, none of that. In my opinion, Vanilla Oud is the best one. It's the best one to pick out. And the fact that it's very good and it's such a well-rounded fragrance, even with it being new, lets me know that it's only gonna get better as it sits. Because one thing about all of my Kayali fragrances, like I told you at the beginning of the video, particularly with the vanilla, as the vanilla sits, it gets richer and it gets stronger. So the fact that the new one, Vanilla Oud, is already holding its own, very well-rounded, and I get very nice longevity out of it, it's only gonna get better. It's only gonna get better. So in my opinion, the most well-rounded, best one of the three is Vanilla Oud. So that is my take on the Kayali vanillas. Let me know your thoughts. Now, which one to you is the best vanilla out the group? And definitely, please leave your comments below. I know y'all gonna have some thoughts. I can already hear the diehard fans of the Vanilla 28 crew coming. I know y'all coming. But don't get me wrong, I still like it, except it's just not the best one to me. It's good, but it ain't the best. So absolutely, again, Vanilla Oud would be number one, in my opinion. My number two would be Vanilla Royale, and then number three would be Vanilla 28. That's how I feel, y'all. So let me know your thoughts about the Kayali vanillas. Which one is your favorite? Which one is your least favorite? Do you like vanilla anyway as a note? Talk to me in the comments below. And as always, I will catch y'all in the next video. Bye, y'all.